Assertive. Becoming more assertive is a process that involves developing the ability to express oneself openly and honestly, while also respecting the views of others. It's a middle ground between being passive and aggressive, and it's a crucial skill in both professional and personal settings. Below are some strategies to become more assertive, accompanied by examples to help clarify each point. Firstly, self-awareness is key. Understand your own needs, values, and feelings before attempting to communicate them to others. For example, if you're unhappy with the workload you're handling at work, take some time to figure out what would be a manageable solution before bringing it up with your supervisor. Identifying the root cause of your feelings helps you articulate your needs more clearly. Effective communication is at the heart of assertiveness. Be clear and concise when expressing your needs or setting boundaries. For instance, if a colleague consistently interrupts you during meetings, you could say, "I've noticed that I often get interrupted when I'm speaking in meetings, and I'd appreciate the opportunity to share my thoughts completely before we move on to another point." Active listening is also essential. Being assertive doesn't mean bulldozing over others to get your way. It involves a balanced dialogue. Listen to what the other person is saying and respond in a way that acknowledges their viewpoint. If a friend is pushing you to attend an event you're not interested in, for example, you might say, "I understand this is important to you, but I have other commitments that I need to focus on right now." Use I statements to take ownership of your feelings without blaming or accusing the other party. Instead of saying, "You make me feel overlooked," say, "I feel overlooked when my contributions are not acknowledged." This shifts the focus of your own experiences and feelings, making it easier to find a constructive solution. Body language also plays a vital role in being assertive. Maintain eye contact, stand or sit up straight, and use gestures to emphasize your points. This not only boosts your confidence, but also helps you convey your message more effectively. For example, if you are discussing a significant issue with a family member, maintaining steady eye contact shows you're engaged and serious about the topic at hand. Be prepared to say no when necessary. It's impossible to please everyone, and spreading yourself too thin will lead to burnout. Practice declining requests or opportunities that you can't or don't want to accommodate. For instance, if your boss asks you to take on an additional project when you're already swamped, you might say, "I would love to help, but taking on more right now would impact the quality of the work I'm currently handling." Persistence is often necessary when you're trying to be more assertive. If your initial attempts don't yield the desired results, don't be afraid to reassert yourself. For example, if your neighbors are playing loud music late at night and a single complaint doesn't resolve the issue, it may require multiple conversations to find a long-term solution. Finally, practice makes perfect. The more you practice assertiveness, the more natural it will become. Begin with low-stakes situations where the consequences of asserting yourself are minimal. Once you're comfortable there, you can move on to more significant issues. For example, start by asserting your preferences in a casual setting, like choosing a restaurant with friends before working your way up to more critical situations like negotiating a raise at work. In summary, becoming more assertive involves gaining self-awareness, mastering clear communication, active listening, using I statements, leveraging body language, saying no when needed, being persistent, and practicing regularly. Each of these steps, illustrated by examples, will help you become more assertive in a respectful and effective manner. As you develop your assertiveness skills, you'll find it easier to navigate relationships, advance in your career, and advocate for your own needs and desires.